Greetings to all of humanity. It's really a joy, it's a pleasure. It's an honor, as usual, being out in nature and greeting you, knowing that I'm bringing a message of emancipation to you, a message that will set you free, because all I'm doing is pointing you to look inwardly to discover your identity, to be your divinity. So with that being said, I would like to speak to you briefly on how to live in the power of now, and how powerful it is that when you live in the now, when you come to understand that time is an illusion. And this was the lesson that Abdullah, the black mystic from Ethiopia, Neville Goddard mentor, wanted was to convey to Neville and to the rest of humanity how to operate in the power of now. Let us look at the event whereby Neville had this burning desire, and he went to Abdullah and said, Ab, the strangest thing is happening to me. For 12 years, I would have left Barbados and living in America, and I've never had this kind of burning desire like I'm having right now to go back to Barbados to be with my family for a while. And Abdullah said to him, you are already in Barbados. And Neville, who did not understand at the time what Abdullah was trying to teach or convey to him, went on many occasions saying, but I have no money. I don't have a ticket. The last ship to Barbados is going to leave such and such a time. How do you say that I've already gone to Barbados? Abdullah turned to him and said, I said that you have already gone to Barbados. Therefore, we should not be discussing the how or discussing the when. If you have gone, you have gone. He also said to him, remember, there's no such a thing as a small pregnancy. A pregnancy is a pregnancy. Once you become impregnated, you must bring forth the birth. Now, I'm saying all of that to say to you that you might have a desire. You might have a goal. There might be something you want to manifest, and you haven't seen it as yet. I just want to remind you that there's a lot of gestation. Everything has a time period. An egg will take 21 days to hatch. But a sheep, a goat, a cattle, those animals, they might take months to be born. We all know a donkey or a horse, it will take 12 months. And a human will take 9 months. So everything has a time frame. So Abdullah was teaching him how to live in the now, how to operate in the now. That's why you have to always embrace your now by accepting yourself just as you are, loving yourself, appreciating yourself. Because when you love yourself first, you'll be able to love others also. So my brother, my sisters, there's power in living in the now, in operating in the now. Now, when you operate in the now, there's no room for self-doubt. There's no room for you to think it's in the mindset of lack. There's no time for you to think that you can't achieve your goals, or you can't achieve the things that you would have set your mind to. Because when you realize that creation is already finished, and you realize all has been done, you will realize that time is an illusion. You will realize that everything is now. You will realize that all things exist in the human imagination. which is the creator in man. And then you will also understand why St. John 1 and verse 3 says that all things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. Now most people believe that him to be a man that existed 2,000 years ago, but that is not true. That him is just a personification of your own human imagination, teaching you that everything that was made, it was first imagined, and everything else that ever going to be made, it must first be imagined. So when people believe that the Bible is speaking of a man 2,000 years ago, and then realize that it is the power that is in them, and that they can operate that creative power that is within them to live in the now, they are hindering themselves from living in their birthright. And their birthright is abundance and prosperity. Because abundance and prosperity is our birthright. Now when you look around, there's only abundance you can see. You don't see lack when you look around you. You look at the trees, you look at nature, you see abundance. You look at the sea, you see abundance. All around you is abundance, and it's your birthright. But you have to understand the power of now. You have to understand how to live in the now. You have to declare yourself being rich now. You have to declare yourself being successful now. You have to see yourself having the money that in your bank book now. You have to see yourself driving the vehicle that you desire to drive now. You have to see yourself living in the house that you want to live in now. Just always live in the now and speak in the now. Always live in the present tense. Never say I will. Always say I am or I have. That's the reason why I always say that I am happy, I am healthy, I am wealthy, and I am wise. And I have a lavish, steady, dependable, multiple source of income, consistent with integrity and mutual benefit. I am living in the now. I am speaking in the now. And I'm encouraging you to always vibrate in the now. So don't live your life looking back. And don't live your life trying to think about what will happen tomorrow. Because there's no tomorrow. There's no yesterday. There's only now. As the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, it's a cycle that takes place all the time. So basically, as I would have said before many times in many videos, that every day is Sunday. Because you can never have a day without the rising of the sun. So my brother and my sisters, when you realize that time has been marked by the sun, you come to realize that time is just an illusion. It's not real. You come to realize that everything is happening right now. So live in the now, and you live in the power that you must use to achieve your every desire. You'll realize that it is your thoughts that is creating your reality, and that you can create your reality consciously, but you have to live in the present tense. So with that being said, my brother, my sister, I believe I got my message across to you, because basically I'm saying to you, you got to understand the power of now and live in the power of now, because there's power when you vibrate in the now, speak in the now, live in the now. Don't hope that it will come sometime. And that was the message that Abdullah wanted us to convey to Neville Goddard and to the rest of humanity. And that's the message I want to convey to you this day. That's the reason why I want to say to you, if what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, and if it is resonating with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm encouraging you to subscribe, to like, share, comment if you need to comment, and be reminded that this message that I bring to you is a single-eye message of self-realization, of which Matthew 6:22 says that if your eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. My brother, my sisters, hadn't it been that I would have had that experience where I would have awakened within myself like a fiery being, I would have heard the unholy wind and ascended on high, and understand when it says, as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, so shall the Son of Man be lifted up, and understand that the Bible is my own biography. I would have been out here bringing this message to you of the invisible, hadn't it been that I would have become invisible. That's the reason why I always give you the symbol of the single eye. Because that single eye open in me. And that's when I come to realize that when it says that you shall change from mortal to immortality in a twinkling of an eye, it is the opening of an eye whereby you awake from this dream of life. And you come to realize that the experience is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N. And that is the dawning of a new day in your life. And that's why the sun parallels the human imagination parallels the sun. For without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. And without the sun, there is no life and there is no light. And the sun is what powers all of humanity. Therefore, my encouragement to you is to get into the now and use your mind power, your solar power, your sun power, your creative power, your God power to achieve your every desire. So, my encouragement is to do what you have to do now. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you all, I'm out.